What's going on? Welcome back to Normal Baseball. Today we're doing one New Year's resolution for every team in the National League West. Let's do it. What's going on? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Normal Baseball Podcast. I'm Alex Normal Dog. That is Lewis. And today we are rounding out our New Year's resolution series with one New Year's resolution for every team in the National League West. I'm very excited to finish out this series. National League West obviously is a great division. Very fun. By resolutions, we all know what a resolution is. It is something you could do better in the next year.
Something you want to improve on.
So I guess at the time you're watching this, it's this year. Something they can do better this year than they did last year. So we're doing teams in the NL West now.
Yeah.
Lewis,
wrapping it up.
Lewis is going to be giving us the resolution, so take it away.
Yeah, let's do it. So starting off with closing everything out, this entire series with the National League West, we will start with the National League West Division champion Dodgers, who finished with 111 wins and 51 losses. All-time great season from Los Dodgers. So, straight right off, I think the resolution for the Los Angeles Dodgers going into the 2023 season is boring, yet true. Their resolution is fixing Noah Syndergaard. Noah Syndergaard had nearly a 4 ERA last season, pitching between the Angels and the Phillies. Didn't really look like he had much control over anything. Didn't look like the Noah Syndergaard that we knew him to be on the 2015, 2016, 17, and 18 New York Mets. So I think the resolution for the Dodgers is fixing Noah Syndergaard. We just saw it last season in the 2022 season, my apologies, with Andrew Heendog. So they fixed him. He looked a lot more solid this past season. Let me get his numbers up here, actually, so I can explain to you. Because Andrew Heaney turned it around. So in the 2022 season, he pitched to the tune of a 3.10 ERA with 72 innings pitched and 110 strikeouts.
Can you tell us our last episode, everyone? Heaney did turn around. Hopefully they can do the same for
around, and he got a good contract with the Rangers. And I definitely see Syndergaard on just a 1-year deal. I think he can do the same thing. The Dodgers have some sort of magical potion or something that lets them fix pitchers like we've never seen before. And I think Noah Syndergaard is just their latest project. If I had to guess, anything 3.5 ERA or below is what I would say. Not below a 3 though. And 110 Ks, just like Andrew Heaney. So let's go out, get it done, Dodgers, because, to be honest, there's not much that they can improve upon. They're one of the best teams in baseball.
They lose Trey Turner. Sucks, but they do have replacements. I don't want to say it's as good as Trey Turner, because it's definitely not.
Yeah, no one knows what's going on there. I think we won't. No one will even know until we get to opening day, what they want to do with their lineup and who they want playing where.
Yeah.
Does Gavin Lux play second? Does he play short? Does Chris Taylor play short? Does Mookie Betts come in from the outfield to play second, move Gavin Lux to short? There's a lot of different question marks that are in the Dodgers organization, but I feel like no matter what they do, even if they want to call up one of their prospects, what's that guy's name? He played a little bit last season, Outman.
Okay.
Even if they call him up and have him play outfield, there's just a way to do it, and he's probably going to be really good. Everybody in the Dodgers is probably just going to be good again, because that's just who the Dodgers are.
All right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, moving on to the second-place team in the NL West, finishing with 89 wins, 73 losses, and 1 National League Championship Series appearance, is the San Diego Padres. The Padres, who shocked the world, honestly, last year, without Fernando Tatis Jr., arguably a top 3 player in baseball right now, even, or going into last season, top 3 player in baseball easily. He gets injured. and he gets suspended for PEDs, and everyone's like, okay, well, what are the Padres going to do? Well, you know what they're going to do? They're going to go trade for Juan Soto and Josh Bell. They are going to have absolute career years out of Ha-Seong Kim, Jurickson Profar, Trent Grisham, and Manny Machado, who was a MVP finalist. Great team last year. And my resolution for them is a stipulation. All right? The only stipulation, I think, resolution that we have. And that is, if they are unable to win the division from the Dodgers, keep it close. Just keep the division close. I know that
Make it exciting. Yeah. We root for chaos.
And it was close during the earlier parts of the season, but really, like, after the All-Star break, when the Dodgers found their stride, I mean, they finished the season 22 games back of them. I'm not saying that the Padres need to win 111 games or 110 games, but just beat the Dodgers more, and it keeps it closer than you think. Because not only do you gain a game, they lose a game. Like, it could get a lot closer, it could get a lot more entertaining, and the Padres are definitely headed in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think the Padres, especially getting Tatis back.
Yep, getting Tatis back.
Keep it close.
Having Xander Bogaerts.
You made additions. You lose Jurickson Profar, but
and Josh Bell.
And Josh Bell, obviously, but Tatis should be in the outfield next season.
Yeah.
From what it seems like, at least. Like you said, you have Manny, who, as you said, was top 3 MVP voting. I think they do have what it takes to compete with the Dodgers, and I agree. I agree with your resolution. Keep it close. Make it fun.
The only question mark that I do have for them is, like, who's going to play first base now that Josh Bell's gone. And I think there's only one answer. They do need a lefty. Luke Voit, welcome back to the San Diego Padres. Why not? Bring him back. He didn't deserve to get traded in the first place. Eric Hosmer, the 2016 All-Star Game MVP, screwed him over. All in all, I mean, bring back Luke Voit. That's all I'll say. They also lost Will Myers, who could have been another first baseman. They lost Brandon Drury, could have been another first baseman. I think their options are running low. Bring back Luke Voit.
I love it.
What's not to love about it? He's the 2020 home run champion. And it's that cut and dry. Why would you not want a home run champion on your team?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I would want one.
I would want one. Well, I would then.
So, Luke Voit, you are a Padre.
Yeah.
You are a
Brewer.
You are a Marlin. You are an Angel. You are an Athletic.
Yeah.
You are an Guardian.
You are.
And you are a Blue Jay. Luke Voit is everywhere.
Luke Voit is everywhere, baby. Perfect. All right. So moving on to the third team in the NL West from the 2022 season, the San Francisco Giants, who finished the season at 81-81, 30 games out. Kind of underperformed a little bit because coming into this past season, they had won 107 games and they ousted the Dodgers for the NL West championship, and they got that, which is pretty cool. However, I do think that for the Giants this new year, their resolution should be figuring out if they want to rebuild or not. They lost out on Carlos Correa because of an injury that is very concerning. They lost out on Aaron Judge when everyone thought that they were basically locked to sign him. The opening day roster does not look as powerful as you have promised your fans. And I think that at this point, it's far from the days of winning a championship every other year. I think it's time to hit the reset button. If not the reset button, the retool button. Just some sort of move needs to be made because this team is not built to compete in the NL West.
I agree. It's not.
Yeah, there needs to be something.
Is that it?
That's it. I think that there just needs to be a trade. There needs to be a change in organizational beliefs because, as crazy as it sounds, I still think that the Giants have this funny feeling that they're all of a sudden going to become a contender as they were 2 seasons prior when it's just so far out of the realm of possibility now. And they need to decide whether or not they want to rebuild, retool, reset. There needs to be some sort of something.
I agree.
In the organization. And it's a matter of figuring out what that is. In my opinion, it should be a rebuild. You just lost Evan Longoria. You have Jock Peterson on the qualifying offer. Brandon Crawford's only getting older. Joey Bart needs time, a lot more time in the majors. They need to do things, and just letting the guys go out and play and expecting them to win day in and day out is not it right now. Take 5 years. 5 years, figure it out, and you guys can come back better than ever.
I think it's tough for the Giants to want to do that.
Yeah.
Because just 2 years ago, they won 107 games.
I know. That's what makes it difficult, but I think you have to look at that and be like, well, that just...
I found this on the web.
It just wasn't right. Like, as crazy as it was, they just got all-time performances out of every single one of their guys.
And they had Buster Posey.
They had Buster Posey. They traded for Chris Bryant at the deadline. Just everything was just crazy. And I just don't think that it's possible to repeat that in their wildest dreams.
Fair. Pretty cut and dry.
Cut and dry.
Like it. Orson Judge, hopefully he has a great season for them.
He will. I'm not too worried about him. All right. Moving on to the 4th place in the National League West, we have the... Want to show them your hat? Arizona Diamondbacks, who went 74-88 last season and finished 37 games out of first place. Let me click on their profile here. All right. So we got them pulled up now. My New Year's resolution for the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Snakes. What are you doing? Are you okay? All right, Alex has lost it. My New Year's resolution for the Arizona Diamondbacks is to finish less than 30 games away from a division title, which would be a massive improvement for a Diamondbacks team that honestly is looking up. And I will admit that 30 games, I think I might have set the bar a little bit too low. Maybe 25 games is even more reasonable. They have a bunch of players who can play baseball and who will play baseball. They just signed Evan Longoria last night at the time of the recording this. They're
going to win 100 games next season, so...
They'll win 144 games, easily. But, no, in all seriousness, the Diamondbacks are doing a rebuild the right way. And it's been a long-winded one, but they're doing it the right way, and this season is looking very positive for them. And honestly, they're just heading in the complete correct direction. I'm a big Corbin Carroll fan. I'm very much looking forward to watching him play this upcoming season next to Kyle Lewis, who still, I think, has plenty left to show and prove. I think going to the Diamondbacks is great. It's just going to be a fun season, especially, I believe also they traded away Dalton Varsho for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and Gabriel Morneau, 2 more guys.
Moreno. Not Morneau.
No.
Every time.
Moreno. I just think that, all in all, this team is going to be a lot better than we expect, and I want to see them go have fun.
I agree.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. What do you think about the Snakes?
I think I liked your resolution. I think flipping their record is another way to look at it.
Yeah.
They went 74-88, go 88-74. That's a good season. That would have put them in the playoffs last year.
That would have put them in the playoffs.
I say flip your record.
Getting the Snakes in the playoffs?
Flip your record, make the playoffs.
Oh my god. I like that even more. Yeah, we're changing it. Yep.
Flip the record.
Flip the script.
Flip the record.
You know, if you even don't want to flip your record, exchange it for the Dodgers record. Come out and do it. Come on, it can't hurt.
That was a good one, Lewis.
So moving on to the final team in the NL West, the last place team being the Colorado Rockies.
The Rockies.
Colorado
Rockies.
Who finished 68-94 last season, 5th place in the NL West. Underwhelming team, to say the bare minimum. And my resolution for them going into the 2023 season is just getting pitching. I feel like the lineup is pretty solid with C.J. Cron, Ryan McMahon leading the way, and getting a full season of Chris Bryant, hopefully. It's a good thing to build around.
I'd like to see a full season of Chris Bryant.
A full season of Chris Bryant, but their pitching, besides German Marquez, is very, very lackluster. And even then, the ERAs are always going to be high. The basic numbers are always going to be high because they are playing in the most hitter-friendly ballpark in baseball. But I think that it would really benefit them if they had a pitcher that missed barrels, that wasn't a pitch-to-contact guy, like a guy that just got strikeouts, which last season, German Marquez led the team with 150 strikeouts, when honestly, if you want to pitch in Coors Field and want to be successful, you need like 200-plus strikeouts from 2 guys every season, and they just don't have that right now. But I could definitely see them having better pitching and being more competitive.
I don't see them being any better next year.
Neither do I, but that's just because I think that they need a lot better pitching.
Yeah, you got a good season out of Chris Bryant. Yeah, that's not going to take you to the playoffs, though.
No.
I feel like Chris Bryant, I know he was injured a lot last year, don't get me wrong. I feel like since he got traded to the Giants, I haven't heard much of him.
Because he's not part of a core. I mean, we heard so much
not
about
part of
him.
a core anymore. He went to Colorado.
Yeah.
He knew what he was getting into. I mean, you can't say I didn't know that I was going to Colorado.
He got a bag, and I believe that he is a Rockies fan, or he has been.
Yeah, I think grew up a Rockies fan.
Yeah, something like that.
It was an emotional thing. I don't think he went
fun.
there with the mindset of we're going to compete every year.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. I don't have very high expectations for the Rockies at all.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this division plays out?
The NL West.
I could tell you why. I think we have the same order. One, let's say it at the same time.
Okay.
First place, 3, 2, 1, Dodgers. Oh.
Well, we don't have them in the same order. I think the Padres win the division.
All right.
By a game.
Second place, 3, 2, 1, Padres.
Right. Definitely Dodgers in second place.
All right, well, I have Padres, flip-flop.
Okay. Yeah.
Third place, 3, 2, 1,
Diamondbacks.
Yep. Fourth place, 3, 2, 1,
Rockies.
Giants. Fifth place, 3, 2, 1, Rockies. All right, so we have a little bit of a different outlook here.
Stay tuned. Closer to opening day, we will talk about all of this and more.
That's true, but that's just what it looks like right now. Obviously, moves can still be made. The
Mm-hmm.
Rockies could trade for Soto, Judge, Stanton, sign Luke Voit.
Oh, yeah. Luke Voit
Trade for Sandy Alcantara. Trade for Pete Alonso. Trade for Jeff McNeil. Trade for Gleyber Torres. Get Pudge Rodriguez out of retirement. Get Paul Goldschmidt.
What?
Turn up Don Mattingly. I was just naming literally every player on that wall.
Oh. Oh, yeah, wow, you were. I was like, oh, my God.
Well, but the point is that the season is not tomorrow, so there's still room for all these teams to make moves. Things could look a lot different. What's going on over there?
My watch is ringing.
But, yeah. Everything's looking good for the NL West. I'm excited to watch it. It's going to be a competitive division. I still think it's going to be the second most competitive division, possibly third most competitive division in baseball, which is great because it's going to be very competitive, and being able to confidently say that it's not going to be the most competitive is fun.
Yeah.
Because we root for chaos here.
Oh,
we want as much chaos. We want as much drama. We want as much everything as possible.
Suspense. You know what? Give me every team in baseball going 81-81.
Is that even possible? Mathematically, I don't even know if that's possible.
I don't know if that's possible.
You know what? There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out.
Everyone shoot for 81-81.
Everyone goes 81-81. Let's do it.
Everyone get Tony La Russa behind the wheel of your team. Well, not actually behind the wheel. Get him running your organization.
That was great. Did you mean to run into that joke?
I meant to drive into it.
All right. Well, that has been it for the New Year's resolution episodes. Thank you guys for listening along. We appreciate you guys. And we will see you sometime next week with a news episode. Hopefully something happens. We're very excited. Thank you guys for listening, watching, sharing, subscribing, viewing, commenting, following, everything. All that jazz, Chisholm.
All that jazz, Chisholm, baby.
And we will see you guys next time. Peace out.